Hi guys, Boris Petrolin here. I bought this Zebra dry plates and also this Zebra plate holder. And I thought these Zebra dry plates, they are gelatin dry plates. And I thought let's compare them with collodion dry plates. I'm working on my dry plate collodion negatives, and let me show you how I'm doing it. So first I pour collodion, I have 2 silver baths, and then I have first wash, second wash, and then tannic acid. And this is done now. I take it out and I put it to dry. Second one. This is done. This is possible only because of my winch that is rocking my tray. You see? He's rocking my tray. Okay, let's see what we've done. GoPro, start recording. This is gelatin negative and this is dry collodion plate. As you can see, dry gelatin plate is really contrasty. The emulsion is very contrast. Basically this gelatin emulsion is made for paper. That's why it's so contrasty. But it's also true that it gets really contrasty if there is a lots of UV. At my workshops, we've done some dry gelatin plates, and they were indoor with 0 UV light, and they were much less contrasty, much more, the tonality was much greater. Whereas with a dry collodion negative, you can, all the tonalities here, even under the car, you can see the chassis and the wheel. And let me show you some more negatives that I made, the dry collodion negatives. Okay, GoPro, stop recording. Let's talk about first about gelatin dry plates. This is done by Zebra Dry Plates. The gelatin is basically meant for paper, so that's why it's very sensitive to UV light comparing to film, which is almost not sensitive. So that's why we got this overblown highlights. Well, you can avoid that two ways. One is chemically, to use different developer, like metal-based developer or PyroCat HD. That will definitely save highlights. Or the second is much simpler, just avoid UV, meaning do portraits, do pictures in a shadow, take landscapes when it's overcasted, and you will get perfect negative. You know, it's really fun. Good thing about the dry plates is so easy, you know. You just use light meter, although the light, you have to be careful, light meter doesn't measure UV, meaning here in the box is recommended ISO 2. Well, when I made a test, it was like more ISO 6 due to the UV light. The light meter doesn't measure UV light. So it's very simple to measure, and it's very fast. You know, like this was like, if this is exposure 3 seconds, this is dry collodion plate is like 3, maybe 5 minutes exposure. That's how it is. So dry gelatin plates are definitely in my workshop. During my workshops, I always show them this medium. Why? Because it's so simple. Especially if I work with beginners or with kids, this is the way to go, because, you know, something is appearing. You know, if you use film, you have to develop it, it's not. But this one, you know, it's appearing in front of you. It's like, wow, it's magic. And it's glass, you know, it's 19th century. And you can get good results if you avoid, as I mentioned before, UV or use different developer. You know, nothing can go wrong. You don't have to use. Whereas with the dry collodion plates is a different story. Each plate has to be processed at least hands-on work, 30, maybe 40 minutes from the clean glass to the finished negative. Hands working, you know, not just leaving in a tray, working. And that's why, you know, I know this process for at least 10 years, but only when I got my darkroom winch, I started to actually use it. Because in 1 hour I can prepare 10 plates, and that's not such a bad thing, right? And also when you're developing, you know, you just leave it for 5 minutes rocking the tray. Otherwise you have to do it by your hand. So dry plates, you know, you can use whatever density, you can achieve whatever density you want. You can get really dense, or really, you know, you can build up the density by developing. So that's really good. You can have full control, but you have to have some knowledge. So here are my notes for dry plates. These are 8 pages with all the recipes and all the pages. You know, I got really into the mind maps. Look at this mind map for carbon printing. Preparing of tissues, exposure of carbon tissue, single transfer, double transfer, mating, washing, air drying, neutralizing, sensitizing, preparation of art paper, hardening the sized art paper. Okay guys, I hope you like my mind maps and my notes. All this will go to my Patreons and also to people who went to my workshop. Eventually it will be also published in a book. But you know, I'm step by step. Talking about my Patreons, thank you so much for supporting me. These are the rewards that I will send. I will send them to Fred Runkel from USA, Damon Lam, Hong Kong, Phil Dresser, UK, Nick Devlin, Canada, and Marco Salman from Finland. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this carbon prints, and thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it very much. Okay guys, before I go, let me show you new plate holders by Zebra Dry Plates. It's really awesome. Look at that. Carbon fibers for the dark slide. And the best thing is, it works with magnets, and the magnets are outside, so they don't rust. You see, and this is also a good thing about the back of the plate holder. If your glass plates are 2 millimeter, then you use this. If it's 3, then you just remove it. In the bigger plate holder, you can put your, what is it, this spring, whatever you want, whatever suits you best. Cool, huh? For you guys, the viewers of my vlog, you have 10% discount on this high quality plate holders. Just type the promo code, description is under. Also the winch is available again, so if you want to buy that, it's also available. Thank you so much for watching, and you know,